What's up, everybody? I'm here to show you my radioactive collection. So as you can see it's inside an air capture because isotopes can emit radon gas, and radon gas is obviously poisonous. It can cause lung cancer. So for measuring radioactivity, I have here a Geiger counter, a GMC 300E. So radioactivity in northern Spain, it's always about 20 to 25 counts per minute. But you will see how this number is gonna increase if I approach the radioactive material. So let's take a look what's inside the box. As you can see, it's a airtight box because again of the radium of the radon gas. So firstly, we're gonna check this specimen. It's a uraninate rock, and obviously it contains uranium. So now radiation is quite normal, but if I approach the sample, it's increasing quite a lot. This sample is quite spicy. It has more or less 20 to 25,000 counts per minute, so it's just a question of time, and it will increase until 25,000. The next one I will show to you, it's also uranium, but in crystal form. It's a crystallized form. As you can see, it's a mineral. I think it's uranocircite. It has also quite a lot of radiation, but what I like of it is that it glows under UV light. If I put UV light, you can see in my glow it's almost invisible, but when it touches the mineral, it glows because it's uranium, it's fluorescent. This mineral is also very spicy. Just listen to the sound. It's so nice. Let's take a look to the next one. That's a spark tube. The spark tube are tubes that contain radioactive material, usually a minus beta radioactivity, because they need to conduce electricity. Unfortunately, this spark tube is very old, so the cesium it's already decomposed, and it has a very low level of radioactivity. Let's take a look to this one. This is thorium. This is thorionite. It's a mineral that contains high-level amounts of thorium isotope. So thorium can be in a stable form, but it can also be radioactive. Let's check it with the Geiger counter. As you can see, it's not that radioactive, but we can still hear the sound of the counting. Let's take a look at this one. This one is one of my favorites because it's carbon-14. As you may know, carbon-14 has been used for dating, for measuring how old are some organic compounds, some fossils, or some organic material. Unfortunately, again, this spark tube doesn't emit very much radioactivity because it's quite old. And let's take a look to this one. This is radium. This is clearly my favorite one because of his historic context. As you may know, Marie Curie discovered radioactivity thanks to this element. So I like it very much. And my radium comes from eBay, and it comes from an old clock from the World War I. In previous times, clocks were painted with radium paint because they can glow at night, so it's visible even in obscurity. So as you can see, it's also quite spicy. Let's put it here. Yes. Okay. Here I have an interesting isotope. Again, from a spark tube. This is krypton 87. Even if it's a noble gas, it can also be radioactive, but as I told you, this radioactivity cannot be detected because of the because if it's very old. And we have 2 or 3 more compounds. So I'm going to show you this one, a very nice one, americium-241. So this americium-241 has been bought in eBay. It's from a smoke alarm. As you may know, americium emits alpha radioactivity, so it's not that dangerous in the sense that even plastic can stop alpha radioactivity, helium nucleus. So this Geiger counter cannot measure alpha radioactivity, so it's not going to detect anything. Maybe some gamma ray, but it's really, really very low. And then one of the last ones, but that's clearly my favorite. This is strontium, radioactive strontium. That's a very, very strong source. It's from Soviet Union. It's from an old Geiger counter, and really it's a very strong one. Fortunately, it's inside an aluminum box, and that's a very good manner to keep it, because beta radioactivity from strontium can be stopped with aluminum. Just take a look and listen to the Geiger counter. So it's a very strong one. It must be manipulated with responsibility. And finally, the last but not the least, and it's my favorite one because it's again uranium, but that's a rock that formed very beautiful crystals. As you can see, crystallization has been slow here, and crystals are clearly visible and are with a very beautiful green color. So this type of crystallization is not that easy to find. That's why this mineral is quite expensive. Obviously, it also glows under UV light, so it's very beautiful. And this sample is also very spicy. It can have until 30,000 CPM. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed my collection. I'm planning to buy some tritium soon, but that's all that I have. So thank you for watching the video. If you like it, please give it a thumb up, and see you again.